give me a battle worth fighting. I'm not really here to have battles worth fighting, because it costs me a lot of money. Goodbye mercantilism, doesn't help me so much, I barely trade. Mando is now fully ours. Hooray. Not that I've freed up any merchants there, or colonists rather. Still, this cost is getting outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. In a lot of places. Well, I should do a double check to see if anywhere can be raided for a while. Right, and Anatolia is 47. The Danes 44. The Brits 40. Hey, that's this year. So in 41, I should go around and do all the British. That'll get me some decent dosh. How about the French? Probably the same year, right? 40. British, French, Burgundian, Dutch. Okay, all of this next year. I'm going to take a subset of you guys and just raid to your heart's content. And since, unlike previous times, now I own Rumden, I have this and everything 2 away. So, yeah, I should be able to go pretty far with this. Down to here, which oddly enough I have not raided. Because you get your sea zone plus 2 more. 1, 2. Nice. Looking forward to it. Look at the Mediterranean. They just finished a new navy. A new navy? They have this one and this one. Everything else is so isolated though. Like they would never come out in a single attack. This is the problem though. If I stop the fight against the Ottomans, he'd be able to group these up, move them as he wants, and then it's a pain to track them down. Because I'm not like the AI. I can't... Oh, balls. Let that one slip. Thankfully I can catch them just in time. Thanks to green gauges, no doubt. Okay, this needs to be done. Hopefully Johor are actually low on tech. They are. Okay, Johor we should crush. I'm a bit worried about that 234 general, but we got what we got. Okay, he's too scared to reinforce. Good. Far too scared. Even though I take all these penalties and honestly can't fight to save my life. Actually, we really can't fight to save our life. We're getting steamed here. Steamed like clams. Right, I don't think I can get there, can I? No, I'm locked in by this fort. I have to take this, then that fort. Is what I would say. If I didn't have these guys working for me, I could pop my way over to Linga all I want. As long as I go straight to Linga. Because I want those transports slaughtered. Or... we just send a couple of our finest. Well, he's making something there, so maybe a bit more than a couple of our finest. 4 of our finest over there. How do I feel about consolidation? Yes, is how I feel about consolidation, because goddamn I don't have money. And we're going to send 1, 2, 3, 4 of our not-so-finest out to take that province. And frankly, I want this one as well. But once you do that, you'll go over there. Bit slow, but it'll do. And I have you guys. These frigates aren't doing much for me, are they? So, if I have them, I want them making money for me. Go and help out the Bengalese. Go and help out the Bengalese. A couple of merchantmen here. I'll have them down in Palembang. Oh hey, Green Gauge is even there in chat right now. You're doing us proud. Could you zoom in on your armies so we can see the nice uniforms? Is that really our guys? Oh, I don't even have any guys over here. I don't have a large amount of armies, sadly. I think Naxos used fairly generic ones. What would that be? That would be generic Eastern European? What a shame. We need to fight against this, because that isn't good enough. Okay, these navies are costing me an arm and a leg. I should be putting them to work, and work means keeping Spain in check. Even though that's expensive on the everything. Oh my god, what a deficit of sailors that is. That is so many. Like, I'm going to be out of sailors soon at this rate. Where are they being spent? Lots of them are out here doing this. Which is fine. I mean, I kind of want them doing this. I'll probably just have them raid the coasts to keep themselves sufficient right now. They're not all good though, some of them are pretty bad, probably because there's anti-piracy measures being done in Malacca still. Lots of pirate hunting, that's not good. Do you think you could help out by actually privateering in Malacca instead then? There you are. Try your best. That should help out a bit. There we go, it's a lot more effective. Get me those sailors, get me that money, because I need it and want it all. I've sensed there's a lot of places here that still need to be thoroughly raided. So going a little bit of a loop-de-loop there, if you will. Everything you got, man. Everything. At this rate, your ships will end up like Obra Dinn. That's rough. But not inaccurate. Okay, managed to get this. Not that it's worth much, so I'm just going to cast you away into the ether. And I'm going to keep that everything coming in, don't mind me. I wonder if I can detach stuff here and move along. I mean, I'm barely making past the deficit here. That deficit is 450. That's only 10 months of sailors, which is unacceptable. It's because I mobilized all of these and because I've put all my heavies out here. Maybe the lesson I need to take from this is that these heavies don't have to be here. I've kept Spain in lockdown without them just fine. Maybe I should have them in Tenerife on mothball. They were Spain before, right? Yeah, probably. I'll get them down to Tenerife because this doesn't seem too scary against me. They're not rebuilding their heavies, so I might have jumped the gun in making these heavies. But at least I can keep them around. Alright, so this goes down. This is about to go down. I can't fight you here. I need to take this fort. And Wild Goose isn't really made for fort busting, but having the blockade going on, having all these cannons should make it fall pretty fast. And once that is down, most of this area is fair game for me. Such a dang shame that he was able to rescue his units, though. I'm gutted about that. As expected, I was able to intercept and destroy the Spaniards. And hey, I can raid my own place here. Well, I do need those sailors, so come to me. Actually, I could maybe send you around for some naughty little raiding yourself. And now I have a bunch of transports that I don't even want, so I'll get rid of them for, you guessed it, a touch more sailors. Still, get back there. The damage I'm taking is hurting my ability to keep all my boats afloat. Gotta go, good luck with the triple war. It's impressive seeing you turn it around in under a year. I think it's been over a year, but yeah, dedication of everything against Pasai is what made that work. If I hadn't done that, I would not have turned things around at all. I guarantee it. Alright, we've got you going for us. We've got this all going for us. Yeah, I want to continue my circle around Brunei and take all I can from them. Hundreds of sailors, please. I need them all. Aberdeen gets influenza? What a shame, but I'm sure it'll go away. I mean, why would it not go away? Continue on the raiding everything, please. You guys have done what you can here. Keep it going everywhere. I've got their main fleets on lockdown. Wait, what are you guys all doing here? I must have sent you here for a reason, but it's long past me, and you've been drinking attrition while you're here. It was probably to raid my own places here. But that would be straight up for money and nothing else. Not that that's too bad. Okay, it's just slightly out of range, it seems. What's the point in being a pirate if you can't raid your own home? Yeah, that stuff is all done over there. Oh yeah, another place to consider raiding is China, but that's 46. Hopefully somebody out there will remember these dates, because I know I will not. What's the goal of these various wars? I'm the defender in all of these wars. I will keep both Castile and... I will keep Spain and the Ottomans at war forever, because I have no reason to end those wars. It would just cause me trouble 7 years later when the wars start up again. With Pasai, I'm going to dismantle them so they can't be a threat to me anymore. What that would probably entail is taking their richest lands, and I'm not sure which side it'll be though. It looks... I'm trying to see where they have more manufactories and such built up. It looks like it might be more worth my time taking this land, because look at all these manufactories they got going on. And they have spices galore. That's pretty nice. I mean, what do these guys have? Well, also spices, copper, China. It's a tough call. And it's not like either unlock more raiding opportunities than the other, because I'm fairly present. I am fairly present in Southeast Asia, but now this war will allow me to dominate. Isn't there a gold mine on Pasai? There is, and if I recall well, it is not in Siak. It's in this one. So yeah, gold mine is always fairly welcome. It's not in the best of areas, but still a gold mine. I do like gold. You said 41 for Britain, so yeah, I'll be doing Britain real soon. Hopefully I can take this province quite soon. We got everything working for us here. Oh man, Korea! Korea's stepped in to help in this war by occupying that province. What a friend we have in Korea. Okay, these guys, I don't know. If I mothball them, then it's going to be a long time before they're going to be useful again. Maybe I'll just keep them there. At least then they're not drinking loads more sailors as well. I'm often told that sailors is a bad mechanic, but I think it's a great mechanic. It's just kind of the rest of the game needs to catch up. So the Ottomans have decided to come at me with their flagship. That's a bit of a bummer. However, as long as I maintain the best engagement width, which I don't have, how are they able to engage so much more? Leader maneuver. Oh dear lord. Oh dearie bloomin' me. Okay. Green gauges. Where are you currently? You're being wasted on this fleet, frankly. I need that extra bit of maneuver over here. But that's not all that was helping you, was it? Oh, you have 0 maneuver. Right. I thought you had 3. I was reading that wrong. Well then, this is going to be pretty vitally needed. Oh, god dang, you are not the kind of units I need for this. How fast can you guys get over there? You'll take about 10 days, which is rough stuff. I need somebody there on the double. Yeah, I need green gauges. Mastery over there as quickly as you can. 3 days is fine. However, I also need the units to actually throw at you. And that's what you guys will be doing. That's why I can't ease up against the auto freaks. They have so much pain to throw at me, it's unreal. I will, however... Ooh! Man, there's raiding to be done around here. That's a lot of sailors for me as well. Sadly I can't raid here, but... does that mean you don't have a lot of anti-piracy going on? No, they got plenty, but I would love to take this on at some point. Okay, still, this is a fight worth considering. I need to have galleys closer to reinforce that. That was a bit of a boo-boo on my side to not have it like that. Still, that should help out. That should still be a fight that I can take. And that should be a raid that I can take. Give me all the everything you can give me. Meanwhile, Korea saves the day. I hopefully save this for myself. I'd like to barrage just to speed things up. But that's probably not worth the military at this point, since I am hopefully going to get some ideas down the line. Then again, I don't want them to retake this and then meet up with their 15 stack over here. Down go the walls. Thank you. Now they can't get over here, but this fleet is doomed. And those transports are getting out of there. So, fighting against the Ottomans, it's not easy. They even have more morale than I do, which is just not right. Their prestige is very high, they have good naval tradition, power projection, tech. 3.5 from tech, whereas I only have 3, that's part of the problem. But I just really don't seem to get much anything anywhere. Who formed Italy? Ferrara. They just came out of nowhere. We can have a quick look at how that went down. You know, a bit of a refresher for how things went on in Europe. Ferrara's just chilling, you know, Savoy's doing okay. Then Savoy's not doing okay at all, and then Milan steps up to the plate. They're doing pretty great as well. Ferrara blocks them from the south, and then decides to consume everything in short succession. And thinks, you know, they want a different shade of green for them. So they'd rather go for full-on Italia. It's a pretty beautiful relationship for me, in fact, right? Not that the Italians waste any love on me, but they are allied to France. France is allied to not Spain, but they do have a marriage going on. I would love to drive a rift between France and Spain. Spain has that permanent claim on France. France doesn't have anything going on in Spain just yet. But I'm looking for the situation where Italy smashes Spain and brings in France. That would just be the moment for me. Italy's a great foe to have. He's completely consolidated here. As long as I have him under lock and key on the coastline, I'm fine. He can have the biggest army he wants, but the point about Italy is that they're not global, right? Everything I face in Italy is... What the bloody hell? Everything I face in Italy is in Italy. Okay, just build a brothel in every harbour, says Como. Let's avoid that, shall we? Okay, this is going alright. This is the fight that I wanted. Potentially even the fight I deserve. Why do I have so many... Okay, I've got a lot of lights there, but that's no big deal. We got this down in the patented one-shot. So let's take on our friends in Jambi the Genie. Hopefully I can finish them off, and then I'll have fairly free run up until Bantak, which is again is a low-level fort, and then Pasai proper's up there. I would just want to crush Johor before he gets Tech 19. If he does, he's going to be a bit of a harder one to knuckle down on. We get there in the 6th, you get there in the 2nd. Good, I get my armies together. Just as planned. Oh, that fight's probably going to stop me, though. No, it won't, because I control both sides. Lovely jubbly. Those Spaniards, those filthy Spaniards are at it again. Oh, but that's because I forgot my navy, as I often do. I mean, you guys are just deed. That's a fight that I don't like, because besides bringing in his heavies, that's an unwelcome friend. So you guys get together over here, please. I'll bring my my galleys together so that they're not so fragile against the face of Pasai's heavies, because I never did nail down all of their heavies, just the most of them. Alright, we'll take it. How are we doing against the Otto freaks, though? Hopefully winning. We've taken losses, we've definitely taken losses, but the fight's on our side, I can see that. Straits of Johor, our victory is expected. He's forced to go back into his own port. We continue to privateer Malacca, as well we should. Try to get some of that money back. When did my money get so high? What did I do? You can raid England now. I'm going to do it in 41, so I'm more able to remember. Alright, just get there at a regular pace. We should all be good. Wild Goose isn't the greatest general known to man, but he's fast enough for what we need him for. Alright, thankfully, down go our friend the Ottomans. Wasn't able to crush his flagship, but Looked like we came out on top. Well, on the top enough at least, but I've got a lot of repairing to do here. We'll get you guys back, and yeah, I'm going to keep more galleys close by. Lights just don't cut the mustard. You get back there, and you're just not cut out for this. I need the power of green gauges to contain the Ottomans. Alright, so we engage with Johor. It should be an easy fight. I want my galleys out of there. I don't want them just getting slapped about. Whew. Damn, it's such a fraction of my maximum sailors, which is a dang shame. Hopefully hopefully Pasai tries to get his own fort back, so then I can fight him in the jungle, and that's good for me. Division of Plunder. Our latest prize turned out to be carrying a much more valuable cargo than expected. Oh, thank you, Ottoman. This fact's not been revealed to the crews, who would expect and demand that the additional plunder is theirs to share. Captains involved wish sequester the money to refit their ships and purchase additional cannons, while the fence's representatives argue that the best spent on bribing officials in legitimate ports. As an argument breaks out, a drunken crewman stumbles into the room and hears too much. Admin power? Well, we're kind of rolling in that. I'm not too worried about influence because the Buccaneers pretty much have this one, which is a-okay by me, because I need that Republican tradition for strong leadership. Okay, so it's just admin, dip, and mill, or influence. Well, I'm really short on dip, so take your cut. Well, that was to be expected, but at least that's a bunch of ships I don't have to pay for anymore. Hang on, Burgundy's going colonial. It's a shame they hate me, but good job, Burgundy, on surviving long enough to go colonial. It's not like they have particularly strong friendships, but they're winning against France. I don't know what to make of this world anymore. I also don't know if I want to pull these 15 lights to do the coastal raiding at the turn of the year. It makes a bit of sense to use these guys. But then these guys can go and do what they want, and that includes 2 heavies that I'd rather not let have free anything. I could throw away a bunch of you, though. Knowing that these 7 heavies are right next door gives me a bit of leeway with this fighting. No, I think I will use these. I'm not too fussed about the guys up here. And then we go on our raiding spree across England and France. We'll do that in 41. Well, hell, if we get you guys prepared for that. Alright, still a dang shame about Pasai. What's he up to? Watching his ally get burned, that's one thing. If I take a step back, will he go for Paranguang, though? Because I'd like him to. I'll get you guys consolidated together, because I just can't afford the everything here. There's also something to be said for gunning down Johor and getting them just straight out of the war. Their money would be quite nice. Could I even get over there? I wouldn't be stopped, I don't think. Alright, let's blast Johor out of this. Of course I'm going to ravage his fleets first. Hopefully he goes for his own fort rather than scattering around with me, though. Alright, let's celebrate with some delightful raiding. How can we even do this to be as efficient as possible? There she goes. And naturally I'm privateering left, right and centre. And they don't have anti-piracy going on, so nobody's going to stop me. There's something very cathartic about watching Jake play it. Oh, but he's talking about RimWorld. There will be more RimWorld. 100% yes. But RimWorld is a game that does not respect your time, so I haven't been able to justify playing through it whilst whilst holding down a full-time job. Hopefully you can read between the lines on that one. I think I'm a bit slow on you, right? I almost missed my opportunity. Ah. I don't think the Irish make particularly good sailors, but they shall be my sailors. And besides, things are proceeding nicely here. As long as he doesn't go for this. I'm a bit worried if he guns this down, but hopefully he tries to get his own fort back. Good to see Jake back and streaming EU4. Damn right, and it feels good too. It's only 40 ducats. Let's help them with their pain. Let's get that money out of France. Those are those heavies again. That's fine, those 4 are just dead to the world. But then there's this. That is why I had my early warning system. Now I will not be surprise attacked right here. Although it's a bit of a shame that they curb stomped me as hard as they did. Zulfkar, take care of that. I mean, it's paltry fight for us. The British are busy being at war with Vinland. Who's going to come out on top? Who could say? But it keeps both of them off my back. It's going to take you a while to restore your everything, but I think the same can be said for the Ottomans, since I cleaved their fleet in bits. I got galleys here as well. I'm thinking... you there, you there, you there, you there. That way I can maximize my everything. Or so the plan goes. Best laid plans of mice and men ach gang agley, but I think this will work out for us. You're doing fine there. Alright, curb stomp everything we can. Johor's got to go down. After Johor, Ternate is still against me, but I don't see Ternate as a particularly big threat. Oh yeah, there are these fleets of mine that are just sitting around not raiding my own provinces. How dare they? That's not how we operate. Still, they're sitting around without stuff to do, and they should certainly be having stuff to do. They could join on the Raid Bengal mission, which is something I want them to do. Do I have any provinces here that actually... oh, well, let's get you down here so I can reconsolidate you. Meanwhile, the French are not allowed a free pass here, nor are the British. I didn't miss these, good. Battle of Siak, as to be expected. Okay, I knew those guys would lose it, so no big loss there. Huh, a lot of these guys are 48, sadly. How about you folks? Yeah, 48. Okay, so you guys can get back to doing what you did before. I don't really care that much about raiding the Western Isles. It's not where the big bucks are. There we go. Keep Spain under lock and key. Oh my, Johor's still after more. But that's fine, their armies can do as they want. I'm gonna knock them out of this war. Or so the plan goes. Hey, Korea, thanks. Korea's actually being a bit of an MVP here. Oh good, there's no fort here. I'll be able to march straight over to Bintan and do nasty things to these guys. Is what I'd like to do. Ah, but they have a fort here on what's-its. Okay, well this is why I have transports. Go and take it, please. I know that the attrition here is god-awful. Severe monsoon, tropical, defensive, siege. Do your best. You're mostly mercs ready to die for me anyway. Here, let me help you out with a bit of infantry combat ability, because I don't think I need mill right now terribly much. Okay, he kept one of his heavies there, the other heavy snuck out, I don't know where. And I'm not terribly happy that he's out, but we did all we could. And since one transport doesn't really survive very long, let's leave a galleon out to take the beating whilst the rest huddle around the fire. Good, he's getting his units off of there. I don't like them being there.